The writers originally developed Rachel Green's character to be hated by the audience, a shallow, self absorbed girl who had never worked a day in her life, but somehow she became one of the most loved characters of all time. Yes, I am talking about Rachel Green, played by Jennifer Aniston in Friends, begins the series as a runway bride with zero independence and no real direction. We meet her in a wedding dress, literally fleeing her own wedding, and that first bold move sets the tone. Yeah, she's flawed, dramatic, and rawly human. At first, she's spoiled, a daddy's girl, yes, who's never taken out trash or even had a job worth mentioning. But that's exactly the point. She's supposed to be unlikable at first, and the audience is invited to grow with her. Rachel starts waitressing at Central Park and is hilariously bad at it. Then claws her way into the fashion world, landing gigs at Bloomingdale's and later Ralph Lauren. That career journey from clueless to accomplished makes her a role model of ambition. And her on again, off again romance with Ross is one of the TV's most iconic love arcs, full of loves, heartbreaks, and memorable lines. But what really resonates with audience is that Rachel is not perfect. She makes mistakes, learns from them, and grows into an independent woman surrounded by friends who become her true family. And that's why something that started off annoying became one of the most beloved characters in sitcom history.
I'm not great at the advice. Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment?
I know I once said Monica was my favorite, but I lied. Chandler is my favorite friend because what is a sitcom without the realistic funny guy? Yeah, all credit goes to Matthew Perry, who made Chandler more than just the sarcastic one liner machine. His physical comedy, awkward reactions, and perfect timing made Chandler the funniest friend on the show. But what makes him truly special is not just the jokes, it's the depth behind them. Yeah, Chandler's humor was never random. It was a coping mechanism. His parents divorced when he was 9, and from that pain came sarcasm and smoking habit. The show even shows his struggle with addiction and how recovery is not perfect. That's real. He's hopeless, awkward, desperate for love, and absolutely terrified of commitment. When he starts dating Monica, his insecurities explode. He's scared she will leave him, scared he's not enough, but through communication, patience, and growth, he changes. And that's why Chandler has the best character development. He goes from the mayor of commitment issues to a husband who fights for his marriage, to career changes and infertility. In one of the most emotional moments, he tells a birth mother that Monica is already a mother with so much love to give. That speech proves one thing. When it matters most, Chandler shows up. He makes mistakes, he messes up, but he apologizes. He learns. He supports Joey financially, stands by Ross and Rachel through their chaos, and loves Monica exactly the way she needs. And maybe that's why we love him the most.
My wife's an incredible woman. She is loving and devoted and caring. And don't tell her I said this, but the woman's always right.
Thank you.
What if I told you the real main character of Friends was not Rachel, was not Ross, but the woman who color codes her towels? Yeah, let's talk about the character analysis of Monica Geller from Friends. Yeah, the queen of clean, the goddess of goals, and the only person who thinks vacuuming is a hobby. Yeah, Monica starts off as an aspiring chef who literally works her way up from the bottom of the kitchen ladder while others are figuring life out. Yeah, Monica already has a 5-year plan, probably laminated. But Monica was not always this confident, put together perfectionist. Yeah, when she was younger, she was bullied for being overweight. And even after losing weight, the jokes never fully stopped. That's where her competitive, slightly intense personality comes from. And Monica does not just want to win, she needs to win. Yeah. Now let's talk about her love life. After heartbreaks and awkward dating disasters, she finds love where she least expects it, with her best friend Chandler, and that's the beauty of her story. She goes from being the girl who felt not enough to marrying someone who loves her intensity, her competitiveness, and yes, even her label towels. Yeah, even when she finds out she can't have children naturally, Monica does not break. She adapts. She chooses adoption. She chooses hope. She chooses happiness. So yeah, Monica Geller is not just a neat freak. She is proof that you can turn insecurity into ambition, heartbreak into growth, and friendship into the greatest love story. And let's be honest, if Monica ever came to your house, would you panic, clean first? Ross Geller was written as a smart, nerdy paleontologist, but he became one of the most layered characters in Friends. He's deeply romantic, he believes in love, marriage, and forever, even after 3 divorces. When Ross loves, he loves hard. He shows up, he cares, he sacrifices, but he's also insecure. his jealousy with Rachel, his constant need to be right, the we were on a break argument he refused to let go. That showed his biggest flaw, fear of losing control. Ross can be possessive, he overthinks, he overreacts, and sometimes he lets his ego speak louder than his heart. But yeah, at the same time, he's loyal, he's emotionally expressive, and unintentionally one of the most funniest characters on the show. His breakdowns, awkward moments, and dramatic reactions gave us some of the most iconic scenes. So yeah, Ross is not perfect. He's sensitive, he's flawed. Yeah, he's human. And maybe that's why he's so relatable. So what do you think? Was Ross the problem or just misunderstood?
I put it on to scare Chandler.
Oh my god! Monica's gonna totally freak out!
In a world full of complicated characters, one man proved that being simple and a little clueless can make you unforgettable. Meet Joey Tribbiani, played by Matt LeBlanc, the actor who was not exactly the smartest guy in the room but definitely the most lovable. Joey is known for three things: his iconic pickup line, his love for food, and one golden rule.
Joey doesn't share food!
Behind the jokes, Joe is actually the most loyal friend in the group. He supports his best friend Chandler through everything. He sacrifices his own feelings when he falls for Rachel because of Ross, and no matter what happens, Joey always shows up for his friends. Sure, he is a struggling actor chasing his dream, sometimes clueless, sometimes dramatic, but Joey proves something important. You don't need to be the smartest to be the kindest. And that's why Joey Tribbiani is not just funny, he is the heart of the group. And honestly, after all these years, one question still works perfect.
Hey, how you doing?
One thing that was great that I got, the selection of rings that Phoebe wore.
Phoebe from Friends looks weird and random, but psychologically she might be the strongest character in the show. At first glance, Phoebe Buffay seems chaotic, singing strange songs, believing unusual things, and acting totally unpredictable. But her personality actually makes sense when you look at her past. Phoebe had a traumatic childhood. Her mother died, her stepfather went to prison, and she spent time living on the streets. In psychology, people with early trauma often develop two coping strategies. They either become emotionally closed or they build radical optimism to survive. Phoebe chose the second one. Yes, her weird humor, spirituality, and carefree attitude are actually psychological resilience, a way of turning pain into personality. That's why Phoebe is incredibly empathetic, loyal to her friends, and emotionally aware. She may seem like the strangest character in Friends, but psychologically, Phoebe might be the most emotionally evolved one. So, Phoebe is not weird, she is what resilience looks like.